Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get 'em on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, jig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. I thank God for it every day. I try to remember that too. You know, I try to remember to be grateful. I think gratitude is one of the things that helps keep me grounded. You can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. Well, that applies to God too, don't it? I mean, you know, really, if you don't mind who gets the credit, I'm surrounded by very competent people. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who work hard on their jobs, on their career, who are dedicated employees and also just dedicated to their families and, you know, dedicated to their own set of aspirations. I don't expect anybody to work for me forever. I always look at my job opportunities as stepping stones because I want everyone around me really to aspire to be more. I mean, that's really the way I am. I'm not any other way. I'm not trying to hold you to this position, tell you there's no room for growth, any of that. But even though I'm surrounded by these people, I'm grateful that God placed them in my path, in my life, but in my mind, in my spirit, in everything in me. The credit still belongs to God. I'm sorry. The credit still belongs to God. See, if you would just for a moment stop thinking about yourself, just for a moment, I know that's hard, but just for a moment, stop thinking about yourself and realize that maybe you are who you are because God is who He is. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever considered that? That's the strongest possibility I can give to you. You know, how do you think you the one that made it through? How you think you the one after all of the ignorant decisions we have made? And oh my goodness, let's all be honest. Ain't we made some crazy decisions? I'm talking about, man, I have made decisions so adverse to my destiny and career, my promises. I've made some decisions, man, knowingly, you hear me? Knowingly do something wrong. And in spite of all that, I'm still here standing. Okay, come on now. Really? Really? All the dirt you done. Everybody done dirt. All the mistakes you've made. You in the position you in today. Because of what? Because you all that? Because you work harder than anybody else? Look, I work hard. I'll tell you in a minute I work hard, but I don't think I'm the hardest working person out there. I'm pretty sure somebody done worked way harder than I have. So, okay, so you work hard. Okay, cool. I got all that. But man, what about his grace and his mercy? What about his favor? How many times, man, you done relied on that even when you ain't know you was relying on it? How many times, man, God done shown you mercy? You ain't even deserve it. Do you know how many things I've done wrong? I just ain't get caught at it. Let me see how simple I can be here. You speed, you jaywalk, you lie to police when you get pulled over that you wasn't speeding. You go to court and argue you wasn't speeding when you was. You make U-turns. I'm just doing traffic violations. Now let's get off traffic for a second. Let's get on human violations. You talk about people when you're not supposed to. You indulge yourself in gossip even when you don't really have all the facts. You pass judgment. You lust for people that don't belong to you. You say things to people that you're not supposed to say. So, look, all of us, we all guilty now. See, I'm not saying you do all of that, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure I hit you somewhere in there. Just somewhere in there. You done lied before. You lied recently. I mean, come on. And I'm just saying. So with all that in mind, see, I'm just looking at the little things that we do that we don't get busted for. Not to mention the chips you stole when you was a kid and nobody caught you. Well, that elevated, didn't it? And some of y'all just didn't stop stealing. And next thing you know, you was in a car. Now you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be sitting because of a decision you made. But through his grace and mercy, couldn't it have been worse, though? Without his grace and mercy, could not it have been worse? I know two dudes that got caught in the garage one time trying to break in somebody's house, and the person's house they broke into just happened to have a gun and held them in the garage, caught them, and held them to the garage till the police came. That's grace and mercy right there, because they had all full right to shoot these two people, but they didn't. The grace and mercy. See, all of us have benefited from his grace and mercy. All of us have done a wrong, committed a sin, broken a law, and somehow through his grace and mercy got by. Doing drugs, buying drugs, slanging drugs, doing something, got by. Jumped on somebody for no reason, got by. So, see, how you figure with all that can go on in your life. And then, hold on, let me throw a couple more at you. You can't wake yourself up in the morning, Mr. Big Shot. You don't have the ability to control the breaths that you take. Really, Mr. Big Shot. Really. Let's get real basic with it now. You can't wake yourself up in the morning. That's favor. That's grace. That's mercy. That's him allowing you to wake up. Just hoping we get it right. God spared me through all the dirt I was doing, just hoping one day, man, can you just straighten up a little bit? When I finally straightened up, and I'm going to just say it, straightened up a little bit. See, I ain't straightened up all the way. See, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that. I just straightened up a little bit. He started blessing me. So the more blessings I got, I started going, man, maybe I'll try straighten up a little bit more. So I straightened up a little bit more. Now, I still got a long way to go, but I'm straighter than I was. Now, when people judging me, and as they will, and they do, because that ain't right, but they do, and I ain't walking just the way they walk, then here come the criticism. I get it all the time. Stop wanting credit all the time and give out some credit where credit is due. Instead of having somebody patting you on your back all the time, why don't you tell people it was God, man. That you don't really know how you made it. That really, man, you have no explanation for your success. Or you have no explanation why you still exist in the day. Why don't you tell somebody it was God today? Don't be ashamed. It's the truth, ain't it? I mean, really, man. Let's give God some credit here. Give God the credit and the glory and the honor. And like that plaque said, you can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It's the dawning of a new day. It's Humpday, baby. Hey, do you know what today it is? Do you know what? Remember that Campbell on that Geico commercial?
Man.
And that lady was so aggravated. It's Humpday.
What?
It's Wednesday.
Just say Wednesday.
Yeah.
Boy, that damn Campbell coming through that, boy.
One of your favorites.
Yeah.
Boy, that Campbell came through that walking, knock knee, looked just like my sister-in-law.
This is your last reference to that commercial.
Yeah.
You go too far.
You didn't have to say all of that.
That's
Right? Get your boy, Shirley.
Yeah, so how everybody doing? Shirley Strawberry, you good?
Hey, good morning, Steve. I'm great. Thank you. And
One
grateful.
time, Carla Farrell.
Good morning, hump day, midweek, all of that.
In the building, sitting up in here, Junior.
Morning, Unc. Morning, everybody. Back again.
Nephew Tommy.
Right here on Wacky Wednesday. That's it, baby.
Day after your birthday, so how you feeling, 54? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good,
Good.
feeling healthy and all of that. I think my
good.
kids make me feel more healthy. They keep me young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's really true,
Health
man.
is important.
You know, and I work around a lot of young people, which is like everybody I work out in the gym with me is younger. The oldest person that works out in my gym is 38.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm in there doing stuff I have no business doing.
But you can do it, though.
That's what's crazy. Like the exercise was, I got a Smith machine. So the trainer puts the Smith machine up. Then you grab the Smith machine above your head to pull up the bar, but it's set in the rack. You know, the bar that you press up to do a like bench press. You just rack it.
Okay.
You hang from it with all your weight hanging down. You hold your legs out in front of you on the ground, and then you lift your legs up and put them down. That's one.
Okay.
But the whole time, you're hanging from the bar. Well, I weigh a lot.
It's a lot.
So you're
So I
on
got to
body
hold
weight.
my big ass up. So I got my
Raise your
knees
legs
bent.
up.
He said, no, man, straighten your legs out. What? Hold up, John. And then he jump on it and he do it. But he 30. And you the trainer. And you played in the NFL. Why are we doing this?
Right.
Why are you embarrassing me?
What's my
Where am-
motivation?
I'm going to be hanging and got to lift my legs up. He said, if you ever go over a cliff one day, you're going to appreciate this. I said, Doc, if I go over a cliff, do you know how hard I'm going to be cussing out whoever drove me over this damn cliff?
Right.
Because I damn sure ain't walking over there. Yeah, man, so
It's crazy.
y'all was working out. So, you know, I'm staying young that way and then laughter.
Yeah.
We talked about that yesterday.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Them two things work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that, man.
You absolutely do. And it's a blessing that we're on the show with all these comedians, Carla.
Because you know, you and I, we will holler. We love to
Yes.
laugh. It makes us
We-
feel good. We have a good time.
Absolutely.
Blessed.
All right, coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, it's Women Crush Wednesday, and Sister Odell is in the building.
Well, I want to know,
How does she start singing before she gets...
do you love him? Anything like I do? I bet you don't. Ain't no way. I love him.
Sing, Odell.
To the day I die. Go!
That idol.
Good morning, everyone. How y'all today?
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Hi, Shirley. How's you?
I'm good, thank you, Sister Odell. All good over here, thank you.
Good.
How
Hi,
are you?
Carly.
Hey, Sister Odell, how you doing?
Good, Sweetie Junior.
Morning, Sister Odell. How you feeling?
Woo, Lord, everything.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a good mood today, Sister
Well,
Odell.
might as well be, Every day above ground is a blessing.
Amen.
Amen to
again.
that. Amen to that.
Amen to
Yeah.
that.
Woo, just had to cut some lights on in here. It was kind of dark. I thought I'd missed paying my bill.
Oh. Not the red notice, pink notice.
So what's going on?
Well, it's so much going on, Sister Odell. Since the mask mandate is off for people who've gotten vaccinated and all that, a lot of churches are welcoming their parishioners back in. So no more virtual service. You can actually go to the church. Go inside.
Yeah, I'm going to actually miss virtual services myself.
Are you?
You will?
Yes.
Yeah.
What will
I
you
was
miss?
enjoying just putting the blouse on.
No bottoms?
Girl, I ain't had on my white pantyhose in almost a year. No girdle. I ain't had on the girdle, bra, or pantyhose. I just been doing headshots on the Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Boy, but at one time the camera went back. Lord have mercy. I didn't have on my Brazil.
What happened, Sister Odell?
Ooh, boy, them things was loose and wild.
Yeah.
What
Looked
did
like
they
a
say?
PBR,
Yeah.
a professional bull riding rodeo.
Huh?
Looked like a professional bull riding rodeo. They were loose and just running.
Well, I hope no one saw you, Sister Odell. You corrected.
I think they did, but they didn't know what it was.
What did they say? Fix
no
your
one said
screen?
it?
What did they say?
They didn't know what it was. They ain't as tall as they used to be. They low now.
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't know. They
Yeah.
thought it was. I don't know.
Well,
what
don't
they
feel
thought
badly.
it was.
That has happened to a lot of people. A lot of people.
Zoom wardrobe mishaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Memorial Day is coming up. So you have any
Yeah.
plans for any
No, I
barbecues?
don't think out that far. Give us this day our daily bread. I don't worry about Memorial Day.
One day at a time for you, huh?
Friday be nice for me.
Well, how old are you, Sister Odell? You act like you're about 100 or something. I don't think you're that old.
I'm older than that. You ain't know?
You're older than 100?
What?
I thought you were in your 80s.
Girl, I just look it.
Well, you look good if you're
You look
100.
good. You wear it well.
Yes.
You wear it
Yep,
well.
124.
At least.
I don't mean to laugh, Sister Odell, but really?
Hell, it ain't funny. 124.
Well, you're doing extremely
Born
well.
in 18, I forgot, 1897.
Wow, Sister Odell. So you've seen a lot, huh?
I done seen everything.
Yes, ma'am.
The recession, the depression, all that.
Well, you saw our first black president. A lot of people
Didn't think I was going to see that.
Yeah, didn't think that. Yeah.
Seen the first fool president.
Yeah.
Right after him.
I damn near saw Abe Lincoln. I damn near saw him.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Born
something.
later.
Well, Booth, huh?
Oh, okay.
No, he was born before that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd have seen him, but Booth shot him
Oh, I see. Okay.
at the theater, sitting in the balcony
know.
with no
Yes,
security.
yeah, we
We
know
know.
the story, the history.
No
Yeah.
security. How the hell is you the president sitting up there on the front row of the balcony like ain't nothing gonna happen?
Well, anyway, Sister Odell.
My mother was a maid in the back, and she knowed it was going down. She said, I know these white folks up to something. She got her purse and left.
Oh,
Next thing you know, she heard on the news, Abraham Lincoln shot dead. I'm just telling you slave news you don't know nothing about. Slaves
That's
had
right.
news that white folk didn't have.
that's right, Sister Odell.
road
I'm with
news.
you. I'm with you.
It took them so long to sign the paperwork, they said, well, whatever.
So you've been voting for quite some time.
Huh?
You've been voting for quite some time.
Oh, I was voting for blacks could vote.
Wow.
How'd you do that, Sister
yeah,
Odell?
How'd you do that, Sister Odell?
I just went down there, I gave the white lady I was watching, gave her a sleeping pill. Went down there and voted for her.
Oh, okay.
But they
Democrat. Just voted Democrat. She was
Straight
Republican.
ticket.
Straight ticket all the way across.
Well, I am going to try to change the subject here, Sister Odell, because Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world. You know who he is, right? Well, he and his wife are splitting up.
I heard that, boy. That lockdown get rid of some things, don't it?
Yeah. And now there's a rumor he has a love child. Because, earlier, it came out that he was, messing around or trying to mess around with some of the women he worked with. So he might
got
have
$1
a
billion. I ain't got no love child. Who got $1 billion ain't got a love child?
And we're going to leave it right there, Sister Odell, because coming up next, the nephew with Run That Prank, back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. President Biden visited the Ford plant yesterday. We'll talk about that. Plus, in a trending entertainment news, supermodel Naomi Campbell is a mother now at 50 years old. Wow, right?
What?
She made the surprise announcement on Instagram. And in other entertainment news, wow, T.I. and Tiny, some disturbing allegations of drugging and rape about them. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, the nephew is here, with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Nev?
Deborah K is what I got.
Shocking. I know.
Lord, yeah. Come on, Kat.
Hello?
May I speak to
This
Let me tell you something to you. My name is Wayne. You did my auntie's hair yesterday, and now I don't know what you did. I don't know what kind of glue you used with weaves or whatever, but my auntie had and fell out in church today.
well, I don't even use glue, so I don't even know why you coming at me on the side tip anyway about your auntie.
My
Who
auntie
the is your auntie?
My auntie is Deborah, and her hair fell out.
No, Deborah. I don't do no Deborah hair. You talking about I use glue? I don't use glue. I've been sewing hair since 1982. You coming at me with some glue? I don't do no glue.
Who you think you tripping with? Look, let me tell you.
You coming at me on some side? I did some Deborah. I don't even know no Deborah.
Look, let me say this to you. All I'm saying is.
You gotta say what you gotta say, cause I'm serious about my hair weave. You coming at me with some glue? It's too hot for some glue. That be done melted on the side of your head.
Well, that's what happened, and her hair fell off in service, and all the church members is sitting there laughing at her.
Well, she shouldn't have been. Maybe she trying to get the devil out of her, cause she ain't had no business shouting that damn hard anyway. But I don't with no glue.
You ain't finna sit here and talk about my auntie and her Jesus. Don't you talk about how she shout.
Auntie, I don't even know this lady. I don't even know that. You talking about glue? I don't do glue.
They call her Miss Deborah.
I don't know no Miss Deborah.
She just got her hair done from you yesterday. How you gonna sit here and act like you ain't cut it? Yesterday.
I didn't cut it. You just said glue. Tell Deborah to call me. Tell her to be a real woman and call me and tell me the mistake I done made. Because I don't remember no Deborah and I ain't used no glue.
I'm finna tell everybody in Atlanta, Georgia not to come to your house.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You wait 1 minute. That's my livelihood you with. Now, I don't need you. Who is this? Who are you?
My name is Wayne.
Well, I don't know no Wayne. Look here, Wayne.
I know you don't know Wayne, but you know.
I'm tell you, I got a brother named Big J and Leroy. Bring your Wayne. Bring your Wayne.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't want no problem, but I will throw these hands if I got to.
What? Big J number throw them hands on. Look here. I ain't got time to tell your auntie whoever made the mistake, it wasn't me. Now look, you done got me out here on Good Sunday. I just came from church. It's hot as hell, and you telling me about some glue? You ain't got to do today, do you? You ain't got nothing to do.
I got to find out why my auntie hair falling out in church.
Well, it ain't me, so call somebody else in Atlanta. Cause I am the been the since '82.
But you must not be it right now. If you got people hair falling out in church and glue falling all off on the pews.
Don't say your auntie probably glued her own and that's probably why it fell out. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the hottest stylist in Atlanta. So I don't know who no Deborah. She ain't nobody. I ain't do her hair. I don't up hair. You can call any and everybody in Atlanta. They'll tell you the same thing.
Look, All I'm saying is, you done messed up my auntie hair. I want to get it rectified. I need you, first of all, to call and apologize to her.
Apologize? Have you done low show? You been drinking on some Jesus juice with your auntie. That's why her hair fell out. You and Michael Jackson and your auntie Deborah Cece or whatever her name is.
Look, let me tell you. First of all, you gonna respect my auntie.
Okay, whatever you say her name is, I with her.
I want you to redo my auntie hair for free and give her money back from the first time she paid you.
I don't know who this. Hold on. I don't know who this. I don't know who you are.
I'm Wayne.
Why you coming? Wayne, look here, Wayne. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hang up in your face.
No,
Wayne.
hold up. I'm Deborah nephew Wayne. Now, my auntie 52 years old. Now, if you ain't gonna respect your elders, how you expect to be blessed? You say you just went to church this morning.
See, that's the problem. You calling me on Sunday with some got me cussing like this. See, now I gotta go back inside and have a conference with my pastor behind some.
I got one more thing I need to say to you before I get off the phone.
What say what you gotta say? Cause you wasting my minutes.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your girlfriend.
Oh, Lord. I was about to have my brothers come whoop your That got me. That got me. Nephew Tommy.
What's up, man? Your girl told me, she said, trust me, going off the first 12 seconds.
She know. She know what it is, nephew Tommy. Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you. You don't do no glue?
No, I don't no glue. I don't. Hey, I tell you, I don't no glue. It's too hot.
It's too hot for glue.
Too hot for the glue.
All right, baby. Ain't nobody half fell out of church tonight. They say you the bomb down there, so I just wanted to call and make sure I prank my girl. She the one.
Oh, I'm gonna up on sight. On sight.
All right, baby, answer one thing for me. What is the baddest, the baddest radio show in the world?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There you have it, Deborah K.
Yeah.
Deborah K.
All right, well, how was your birthday, nephew?
Birthday was good. Had a good time. Went out with the family. It was all good.
Where you go eat at, man?
A restaurant called True Lux in Houston. You know
Did
True
you get the
Lux,
caviar and the
I
crab?
used to go to the True Lux in Dallas.
Yes, sir. Pretty
Real
good
nice
spot.
place.
Yeah, it's real nice. Real nice.
What you supposed to say when your wife say, "We're gonna take you out for your birthday," and then they pull out your credit card? I mean, how you supposed to look at that? I'm just asking.
How'd you think you was going out? You didn't think you was going out with her money, did you?
Right.
Yeah. You really thought she wasn't gonna pay your own bill? It's your birthday.
Yeah, get whatever you want, baby. Get whatever you want. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. But no, we had a good time.
That's good. That's good.
Trying to live my life like it's golden.
Mm-hmm. That's what Jill Scott said to do.
Yeah. Did you run or work out or anything?
I did the most ignorant thing yesterday morning.
What'd you do?
But just because I'm turning
Woke
54, I got it in my mind to I don't know.
What?
Yesterday, let me just say this, and I don't say this that often. Yesterday, I was stupid. I really was. But anyway.
Wow.
He's over here with us now, Steve. Yeah.
That's a revelation.
We told you.
Turning 54, and some told me, you know what, just to represent what you turning 54, run 5.4 miles today. And that's what I did. And I'm paying for it this morning. So if you hear me fade out anytime this morning, that's what that is, 5.4 miles.
All right, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Wow, what a surprise this story was to everyone. Supermodel Naomi Campbell welcomed her first child. This was in a surprise announcement on Instagram yesterday. Naomi posted a picture of her hands cradling the baby's feet with the caption, "A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother." The message did not include any details about the birth of the daughter, but Naomi has made it known that she's always wanted to be a mother. It's the first child for her. She is 50 years old. We we want to say congratulations to beautiful Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, I want to say congratulations, and you ain't finna believe this.
What?
It's a beautiful occasion, and I mean, really, congratulations. I know Naomi. Always been kind to me. Lord Jesus, buckle up.
For the baby, yeah.
Having a baby, yeah.
You gonna need
I'm not
a
calling her
nanny,
Naomi
a
no more.
night nanny. You gonna need everybody at that house. Your mama.
Everybody gotta go.
We finna call her Sarah. That's what we finna call her, Sarah.
Oh, because she's 50 and had a baby?
What? How old was Sarah, Shirley?
She was 90, wasn't she?
90.
She was 90, yeah. In the Bible, you're talking about Abraham's wife. Yeah. Woo, all right. In other
All of us got something to do with the Bible. Well, go ahead. I don't want to do that.
Huh?
I was going to say all of us have something to do with the Bible, but I was going to do that. But it's his birthday. Let's just keep moving.
All right. In other entertainment news, as we move on, some new and disturbing allegations against T.I. and Tiny. An anonymous woman claimed that she was drugged by them before they raped her during three-way sex, during a threesome. They're calling her Jane Doe. She believes that back in 2005, Tiny spiked her tequila. She was drinking tequila. She awoke completely naked in a bed with both T.I. and Tiny in the bed. She attempted to stop the unwanted sex and told T.I. no. Los Angeles police are investigating her claims. T.I. and Tiny denied any wrongdoing through their lawyers, saying, quote, "We are confident that if these claims are thoroughly and fairly investigated, no charges will be forthcoming. These allegations are nothing more than the continuation of a sordid shakedown." And that's been their position all along.
This don't sound good right here.
Wow.
No.
Serious allegations. So
This is serious,
very
dude.
serious. This is very serious. So I'm sure the authorities will be investigating, because you can't take these kind of charges lightly at all.
No.
Hell no.
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 And then right after them, then get over there to Congressman Matt Gaetz, too. And see what's up with him.
Yeah.
I
you
woke
talking about
up
that
and looked
Republican
left
guy?
and saw.
Yes.
The one they talking about, he's
Has sex
human
with minors and trafficking
kids.
and all of that. Yeah.
He in real trouble right there, cause
But he hasn't been charged with anything yet, so yeah.
they own
But
him,
since
though.
we're investigating and everything, let's investigate everyone. Yeah, but this is serious. It is really, really serious. Yes.
Well, let's hope it's all false
yeah, that's what they're
for
saying.
their
It's
sake,
a sordid shakedown, a continuation of a sordid shakedown.
No, wow. Well, investigation, and like you said, Steve, and the victims, they deserve their voices to be heard, and investigation and justice as well, too.
And this case is in Los Angeles, by the way. All right, Steve, we're going to move on now. Time
Ladies
to get
and
to
gentlemen,
today's headlines.
Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. In North Carolina, Elizabeth City District Attorney Andrew Wanley says the police involved in the killing of Andrew Brown Jr. will face no charges.
Mr. Brown's death, while tragic, was justified because Mr. Brown's actions caused 3 deputies with the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Office to reasonably believe it was necessary to use deadly force to protect themselves and others.
However, the family points out that the police body cam shows Mr. Brown driving away from the cops, attempting to arrest him on a drug warrant, not towards them, and that an autopsy shows the Andrew Brown, who was unarmed, was shot execution style in the back of his head. And they say that proves this killing was not justified. Meanwhile, Minnesota's Brooklyn Center City Council has passed a resolution designed to significantly change that city's policing policies. The measure replaces cops with unarmed civilians who are trained professionals in mental health and social work when it comes to minor traffic violations and also for mental health distress calls with the aim of cutting down on arrests and stuff. Yesterday's vote comes a month after a white cop killed an unarmed 20-year-old black man named Daunte Wright during a traffic stop over just expired tags. The now former Brooklyn Center cop Kim Potter says she meant to fire her taser, but instead drew her gun and fired repeatedly. Potter's a 26-year veteran. She faces manslaughter charges in Dante's death. Dante's family says, well, why was he going to be tased anyway for expired tags? What was that about? In Arizona, Republican Party leaders are arguing with each other over that state's 2020 presidential vote recount. Local GOP officials call the count a sham, saying it's time for all Republicans to stand up and stop it. A Democratic member of the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, Steve Gallardo, says the audit is really about a group of sore losers.
The election wasn't in question until a couple days after the final vote count. That's when all of a sudden, whoa, there might be a problem. We don't like who won the election. So let's call into question. Let's start rumors and unfounded statements and conspiracies.
Meanwhile, a judge in Michigan dismissed a Trump-backed lawsuit yesterday designed to force a recount of last year's election votes in a certain Michigan county. That judge says the suit had no merit. Sad news. First, Purvis Staple of the famous Staple Singers has died. He was 85 years old. And actress Jessica Walter has passed. And Jessica Walter was perhaps best known for her part as Clint Eastwood's crazy fan in the movie Play Misty for Me.
Play Misty for me.
Get off my back, Evelyn.
Play Misty for me.
Get off my back. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What is going on? Here we go again. Yesterday, the district attorney says the North Carolina deputies who fatally shot Andrew Brown Jr. were justified and will not be criminally charged. The State Bureau of Investigation found that Brown recklessly drove at the officers on the scene while trying to flee arrest. District Attorney Andrew Womble said Mr. Brown's death, while tragic, was justified because Mr. Brown's actions caused 3 deputies to reasonably believe it was necessary to use deadly force to protect themselves and others. His legal conclusion was labeled as an insult to the Brown family, and the family attorneys, Benjamin Crump and Bakari Sellers, issued a statement saying, in part, that the DA tried to whitewash the killing.
No.
They executed him.
No.
Yeah.
Of course it's not unbelievable.
Yeah, right. Here
But
we
you
go
know,
again.
it's we take a step forward with the George Floyd case, and then we get a reminder. Now, I don't know all of the particulars.
Right, and we haven't seen
But when
all
Bakari Sellers and Crump look into something, there's something going on.
Right.
I just don't understand how they come to the conclusion. Normally these investigations take a lot longer. This one hasn't been long at all.
For them to release the tape. Remember? I mean, it took them forever.
The family
to do
only
that.
saw 20 seconds of the tape at first.
Snippet. Right.
Yeah. Then they demanded to see the entire tape, and then they saw that, and then now the prosecution yesterday announced that there would be no charges against the deputies. I mean, this is horrible how they
were
killed
justified.
Him.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times, when for a case to get brought up by the prosecution, they oftentimes work hand in hand with the detectives and the police.
Right, right.
Because it's, hey, look, you don't have enough for a case here, you need more. Or, hey, look, I got this, I need this. And a lot of times it's hand in hand. So when you have these buddy system packs in place, it's hard to get charges brought against an officer. But here's my ongoing problem.
Okay.
This never, ever happens to a white person.
Never ever,
Right.
Steve.
It
Right.
always and only happens to black people. White people flee officers all the time.
All the time.
All the time, Steve.
They do.
Yep.
Cuss them
I
out,
see
then
it
pull
all
off.
the time.
Yep. Yep.
Refuse to
Try
get
to
out
fight
of the
them.
car.
Resisting
kinds of
arrest.
stuff. Yeah.
All of that.
Get your hands off me.
Yep.
Perfect line.
Yep.
Man.
You were so right, Steve.
All right. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll switch gears for a quick round of Ask the CLO right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. This is from Tony in Pittsburgh. Tony writes, I'm married to a man that is a cheater, and he keeps telling me he's going to do better. I hate that he has female friends because of this. The last woman he cheated with was a so-called friend of his, and she had been to my house several times. I am ready to call it quits because he keeps begging me, for a third chance. Yes, he's cheated 3 times. He's only 29 and I'm 40 years old. So is age a factor in this? Should I have the 3 strikes rule for him?
Well, age is a factor. The biggest factor is you don't get it. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest factor. He's 29 and you're 40. You with a man who ain't ready to settle down. And he wants a third chance and a fourth chance. He gonna want another one. And that ain't counting the chances you ain't caught. So, I mean, sister, once again, in the words of Judge Lynn Toller, she said her grandmother told her, don't let a man have to tell you twice he don't want you. Now, he done told you 3 times. I don't know when you gonna get it. Are you that desperate to be in a relationship that you keep accepting this bad behavior?
Right, you don't have to.
I mean, really why? Right. You're not married. Oh, yeah, they are married.
Yeah, they're married. They're married for sure.
But you're married to a cheater.
Yeah.
You could get unmarried and date somebody who don't cheat.
That's
and get a more mature man, because this ain't him.
Right.
All right.
Oh, that's it, right?
Everybody in their 20s want another chance and another chance. We got kids in our 20s. They all want more chances and more damn chances.
Absolutely. Gail in Rosemont, Illinois says, my sister and her husband came to visit for the weekend. My husband and I gave them our bedroom, and we slept on the sofa. The first night, I was lying on the sleeper sofa reading a book, and my husband was asleep. My brother-in-law got up to go to the kitchen, and all he had on was a robe. He flashed me as he walked by, and he was naked. It happened so quick that I froze and didn't know what to do. The entire week was very awkward after that, and I'm supposed to tell my husband about this. Wow.
Okay, was it her sister?
It
was her sister
and her brother-in-law, yeah.
Well, what you're not going to do is, in my house, be flashing me and disrespecting my husband.
Right.
I'm going to tell my husband. I'd tell the husband, me personally, I would.
Well, you
because
know
this dude right here, who he think he is. Now, this was her sister's husband.
Yes.
Now, you done gave him y'all's bed. What else he want?
Yeah.
Now, he in here flashing.
Good flashing deserve a good ass whipping now. You got to
He gotta go though. He gotta go.
He's gotta go.
In the row, we got the master bedroom. Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, gave her my bedroom. Right.
That's probably her husband rolled.
Yeah, she asked, am I supposed to tell my husband about this? Yes, you are, says the CLO. Yes.
Oh, Steve, you said tell the husband.
Yeah,
tell
I would.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Or go to
Marianne
your sister. Or go to your sister, ask them to leave, and then tell your husband.
And
if
then
you tell your husband now, he gonna go upstairs and some bad stuff gonna happen. Because what they do is flash my wife in my bed, though. Probably got my robe on, too.
That's what Tommy said.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, here we go. Marianne
No, you
in
ain't
North
got no money
Carolina.
for no damn Versace robe.
I'm a 34-year-old divorced woman. I have a son in the 3rd grade. I'm dating his teacher, and people in the town have found out. My divorce was final in March, but it's not public knowledge or anyone's business. A few of the other class moms have shunned me, and when I was at the May Day program, they were downright nasty. Is it my place to let them know I'm divorced and clear my name, or do I tell them all to go to hell?
Well, just so you know, I'm divorced, and I'm dating a teacher. What's y'all's problem with that? Unless they all like the teacher. The teacher must be handsome, so that's the problem. Bunch of bitter heifers.
Bitter old biddies like yesterday's Strawberry Letter. Coming up next, thank you, CLO. The nephew is here with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject is girlfriend, fiance, and side chick. We'll get into that a little later, but right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
Well, you know, it's time to do a little exercise, and I think it's a wonderful time to do some naked yoga. What y'all think?
What?
No time like the present, huh?
Yoga? Y'all don't feel like it?
I'm naked and afraid.
So I'm the only one that done naked yoga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You know, y'all killed me. Okay. Come on, Kat.
We're brand new.
Come on, Kat. Me and you the only one.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach, is it Gordon?
Right, it's Gordon.
How you doing, Mr. Gordon? Listen, my name is...
let me turn down the TV. Did you call him about the apartment?
Yes. I was trying to see about maybe coming over to take a look at it and seeing if it's still available, man. I got a newspaper, but I didn't know if this is still available or what.
No, it's still for rent. Let me be straight with you. No pets and no smoking of any kind.
No, I understand.
Okay.
From my understanding, the listing here is like $850 a month, right?
$850. You got a parking spot, your private bathroom with a shower,
okay.
And $850. I'm gonna need first, last month, and really, what's your name?
My name is Darnell. Darnell.
Okay. First. Right. First, last month, and Social Security number. I can do a background check.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. You guys got a backyard area? I teach classes in the mornings, and I want to know if you have that's pretty much will kind of lock me in if you guys got a backyard that I can use.
Oh, we got a backyard. What do you teach?
I teach yoga. I teach yoga in the mornings from 6 to 8. Hopefully that won't be a problem.
You make money doing yoga?
Yes, sir. I definitely do. I make enough definitely to cover the rent. That's for sure.
That shouldn't be a problem. I know a little bit about yoga. I mean, really, if y'all, you're not making no noise, that's yoga. That's not a problem.
Good deal. Well, how quick can I actually get moved in? Man, I'm trying to get settled. I just moved in from the East Coast. I jumped on my yoga pretty quick and got quite a bit of clientele built up. And I'm just ready to get started and get moved in, man. Something that I can actually call home,
we're looking to rent it out pretty quick, because we want to try and get it filled as soon as possible.
You said you got a roommate? Are you married?
No, it's just me. It would be me and my wife, and it's a 3-bedroom home. You would have the room in the back with the bathroom, and I said, $850. Do a credit check,
right.
And as soon as we meet, I can do the background check, and
now that background check. What do you necessarily need to do that for?
Well, you got to know who you're renting to, and then you want to know what the credit they got, so if they can afford to rent or not.
I got real good credit, man. My credit is fine. I'm actually in the 800s on my credit scores.
Oh, damn! All right. When you get here, is how you fill out an application. But if you're ready to get it cracking, I can do a background check, and you right now just give me your Social Security number.
Okay, but let me go ahead and just do this, man, on that background check, because what I want to say about that is this. It might be something on there about, like, when I was on the East Coast, I was actually teaching naked yoga. You know what I mean?
Naked yoga.
You may see something on there about me being a nymphomaniac.
Oh, naked yoga?
Yeah, well, see, that's the kind of yoga I was teaching on the East Coast was naked yoga. You know what I'm saying? And everybody
talking about teaching naked yoga here?
Well, but see, it's in the backyard. It's closed in.
In my backyard? And you, what other glitch you got? You said there's some glitches, Mike. What other glitch you got?
Well, you might see that I'm a nymphomaniac, but see, I done took classes in counseling.
What?
I done took counseling for that though. So,
well, you need to take some counseling over somewhere else. You ain't taking no counseling and doing no naked yoga in my backyard.
No, but see, man, all that's behind me now. That's on the East Coast, man. That's all behind me now. I didn't put that thing down.
Man, I don't care if it's behind you, in front of you, on the side. You doing some naked yoga in my backyard? That ain't happening, man. Matter of fact,
listen. I got all the potentials
list
that qualify to move in there, and now you're gonna sit here and tell me I can't.
You talking about doing some naked yoga in my backyard with no 20, 30 people? Man, my wife be at home, man. Look.
Well, you want to bring your wife out there?
You know what, Darnell? It's all good.
Let her get naked and do some yoga in, man.
Just scratch that one off your list and just move on to the next one, because ain't no naked yoga going down back here with no nymphomaniacs. I don't know what else y'all might be doing. I don't know who does naked yoga.
It's just a serene moment, man, where you find yourself. That's all this really is about.
Well, you better find yourself somewhere else. That's what I know. You ain't doing no naked yoga in my backyard. I'm surprised you even called somebody with that.
Hey, man, I'm finna come over there to this address and start looking at this place because I want to set up shop right here.
In my backyard, and I don't even know you, talking about you got some glitches in your past, you going to have a foot in your...
How do you know that this isn't something that your wife might really want to get into?
But my wife... Don't even mention my wife's name, man. You don't know me. You don't even know my wife. Take my off your list. You come out here, you going to have another glitch.
I'm coming out
you know
there
what, Darnell,
to look at this damn room, and you going to show it to me.
I ain't showing you. You come out here, and I'm going to show you something else. My backyard.
I am a recovered nymphomaniac. I'm recovered.
I'm not recovered nymphomaniac. You about to get your with by a maniac. I'm the maniac. Please believe, Darnell.
I'm finna come over there right now. I'm finna come over there now, man, so we can sit with
defense. I ain't having that. Do not come over.
Listen, man. I'm finna come over there so we can just
matter of fact, Matt, look, this you can do whatever you want somewhere else, but this right here, this ain't the place for you. I'm gonna tell you that right now, Darnell.
Let me talk to your wife, man.
Whatever it is you want to pull, whatever it is you want to talk about, this ain't the place for you. Go somewhere else. Take that.
Let me speak to your wife, man.
Please
Let me talk to your wife.
Do not even try me, Darnell. Do
Let me
not
talk
even
to your
try
wife,
me. I'm not even that kind of dude, man. But you about to bring this out of me. Do not bring this over here, Darnell. So as far as I'm concerned, this right here is over for real. You're gonna come out here and catch a case.
Okay, can I say one more thing to you,
no,
man?
You can't say Darnell, because this conversation's over, man. Okay, how about that?
Hey, man, can I say one more thing, man?
What you got to say, man? What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother.
Oh, get the out of here, man. This is Nephew Tommy. Who told you to do this to me, man?
Your brother.
My brother. Oh, I'm going to get this. Oh, my God. Man, my heart is all beating off fast, man. Oh, get the out of here, man. Tom, man. Oh.
You all right, man?
Man, I was going to whoop your butt naked if you came around here, man. You just don't know. Man, I'm so glad this is a joke. You have no idea. I'm so glad this is a joke, man.
Man.
That's it.
Any limit. Any limit.
And you're out.
What limit do you? What limit do y'all Dog, you ain't doing no butt naked yoga over here in my backyard.
My yard.
That is a serenity thing. You find yourself.
Let me talk to your wife. That's when Darnell.
Hey, dog, you kept saying it though. He just ignored it because that ain't finna happen.
Oh, come on, man.
Play too much, nephew.
Yeah. That's the left side. Work your left side of the brain. Everybody has a left side. Y'all just don't use it. Y'all stay on the right. Use your left side. I would be using my left side of the brain in Orlando, Florida. Memorial Day weekend, ain't but 50 tickets left. 2 shows Friday, 3 on Saturday. That's it. Not adding no shows. My wife said I got to have my butt back home by Sunday. Get these last 50
and work on
and
Monday.
We done. Orlando, Florida. Yes. I don't have to be to work on Monday because we off.
Oh,
okay?
That's right.
Thank you.
Well, that's why you planned it that way.
I don't have to be to work on Monday because we off.
Even if we weren't off, you'd be off.
Yeah.
Yeah, what that got to do with it? Because
Yeah.
it's a holiday. Any other Monday.
You know, Mondays.
Steve, you hired him. That's your nephew.
That's a regret.
Naked yoga.
Oh, you agree?
Oh, that can't still be a regret.
Well, I've
Come
often
on
said
now.
that many
Wait.
times. Never stop.
It's still a regret?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, well,
Let me just say it to you this way. A regretful asset.
Thank you, nephew. All right, coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject, girlfriend, fiance, and side chick. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. It could be yours. You never know.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, girlfriend, fiance, and side chick. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 29-year-old single female, and I'm in love with a man that I can't have. We started out as friends 10 years ago, and one thing led to another, and we made love. I must have the magic touch because he was stuck like glue to me, After that, I moved to another city, and before I left, he asked if I would be his girlfriend. He came to visit me every weekend, so I never in a million years would think he was cheating on me. I went back to my hometown to visit my family, and I stayed at his apartment. On his couch, I found a few long strands of hair weave, and there was a tube of eyelash glue in his kitchen junk drawer. I didn't mention it to him. I went to stay at my mom's house instead, and I ignored him the rest of the weekend. When I got back to my city, I asked him if he cheated on me, and he confessed to having a girl at his place, but nothing happened. He said she knows about me, and I told him I needed some time to think about everything because I didn't believe him. A month went by without us being together, and I did go on a date with someone else, but it only made me realize how much I loved my boyfriend. I called my boyfriend and asked him to come see me. He came the next day, since it's only an hour's drive. He bought me a big, beautiful diamond, and he asked me to marry him. I said yes. Fast forward to present day, which is 3 months after he proposed, I got a call from a woman that said she's been with this man for 2 years, and I've always been the side chick. She was on speakerphone, and he was there, but he did not open his mouth. He won't talk to me at all now. Did he pull all of this off without me knowing it? How could he do this? I just want closure. Okay.
What?
Yeah, this letter is crazy right here. But this isn't hard because everything you need for closure is right here in this letter. You started out as a girlfriend, then he came to see you on the weekends after you moved out of town. You fell in love with him. Did he fall in love with you? Nowhere in your letter did you say that. Did you ever question where he was during the week? Did you ask any questions about anything concerning him? It doesn't sound like you did, because from the sound of your letter, he was just a weekend boyfriend. Then you found evidence of another woman at his house, and instead of asking him about it, you ghosted him and waited until you got home to check him. You didn't believe him, but you still accepted his proposal of marriage when you called and asked him to come and see you. And like you say, fast forward to 3 months later, which is now, and here's this woman calling you saying she's been with him for 2 years, and you're the side chick and always have been the side chick. What? Meanwhile, he's in the background, quiet as a church mouse, not saying anything. And you ask, how did he pull this off without you knowing? Because it sounds like you just accepted whatever he told you whenever he came by. You never asked him anything about himself. Where was he going? He told you anything and you just accepted it. However he dished it out, that's how you took it. No questions asked. Your letter is aptly titled Girlfriend, Fiance, Side Chick, because sorry to say, you had all those roles in this relationship. You just didn't know it at the time. Make sure that you don't get caught up like this with another man, okay? You got to find out stuff, what they do, if he's with someone, if he's married, any baby mamas. Do some digging, ask some questions, investigate. That's how you find out. Steve?
Well, I think this could have all been avoided. But here we go. A couple of things. I'm going to stick my chest out a little bit on this letter because here we go. Some things I've been accused of. Here we go. 29-year-old single female. I'm in love with a man that I can't have. Here we go. We started out as friends 10 years ago. One thing led to another, and we made love. How is it that friends, y'all friends now, ended up making love? I done told y'all. Your ass can't be friends. A man is incapable of being a friend with the woman he's attracted to. I done told you that. Now, you can be friends, but it will not stay that way if the opportunity presents itself. Get alone somewhere and be talking, a couple glasses of wine. It can't stay that way. I told y'all over and over. Now, y'all go online and talk about Uncle Steve like he old-fashioned and stupid. I may be old-fashioned. What I ain't is stupid, though.
One more
So
time.
now,
One more time.
I might be old-fashioned, but I ain't stupid, though.
Okay.
I'm a real smart dude. And you listening to these dudes online talking about Steve don't know what he talking about. You can have a girl that's your friend. Show me. Show me how that works. So now here we go. You friends, now all of a sudden y'all lovers. Okay. Now y'all made love, and I must have a magic touch because he stuck on me like glue afterwards and asked me to be his girlfriend. Well, that don't mean you had a magic touch.
You think so?
Oh, but if you want credit, all right, you can have the magic touch. He might, 50 Cent say he got a magic stick. He could have a magic stick because you did say you'd be his girlfriend. So everybody in the relationship got a magic show. When we come back, I'm going to tell you what else has happened to your sister.
All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject is girlfriend, fiance, and side chick. We'll get back into the strawberry letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve, let's recap today's strawberry letter. Subject, girlfriend, fiance, and side chick.
Here, this 29-year-old girl was friends with a man, started out as friends 10 years ago. Which, once again, just proves what I've been saying. Everybody online want to beat old Uncle Steve up. Yeah, like I said before, you know, he old-fashioned and stupid. No. I may be old-fashioned, but I'm a far stretch and a long way away from stupid.
I love it.
I can promise you I'm not stupid. I ain't ever been stupid. So now here we go. Oh, they friends now. Now she thinks she got the magic touch because he sprung on her and asked her to be a girlfriend. Then you moved to another city. But before you left, he asked you to be his girlfriend. Okay, that ain't nothing. He came to visit me every weekend, so I never in a million years would think he was cheating on me. Came to visit you every weekend. That's 2 days. It's 5 days unaccounted for.
Right.
You got the 2. Somebody, you don't think nobody else got in them 5? He just waiting on the weekend. Oh, I forgot. That's right.
Living for the weekend.
Touch. You got the magic touch. My bad. Anyway, I went back to your hometown to visit your family, and you stayed at his apartment. On his couch, I found a few long strands of hair weave, and there was a tube of eyelash glue in his kitchen junk drawer. Now, when stuff gets in the junk drawer, it's because it's got brushed in there. Everybody got a junk drawer where you grab stuff right quick and throw it in there. You threw that in there because you was coming to town. They couldn't get the weave hair because it was just up in there. We don't do cracks real good, so weave hair. You want to know what a dude doing, just start checking cracks. We don't do cracks good. And so I didn't mention it to him when you found this eyelash glue. I went to stay at my mom's house instead, and I ignored him the rest of the weekend. When I got back to your city, I asked him if he ever cheated on me. Now listen to this. He confessed to having a girl at his place, but nothing happened. The reason he confessed is because he don't know the information you have. So yeah, I had a girl over my house, but ain't nothing happened. See? But the only reason he admitted that was because he don't know what information you have. But since you was at the apartment and then started ghosting him at your mama's house, he knows something is up. He said, now he confessed having the girls at his place, but nothing happened. He said she knows about me, and I told him I needed some time to think about everything because, I don't believe him. Well, a month went by without us being together, and I went on a date with somebody else, but it only made me realize how much I love my boyfriend. I called my boyfriend and asked him to come see me. He came the next day, since it's only an hour's drive. He bought me a big, beautiful diamond. He asked me to marry him. I said yes.
What?
Fast forward to present day. Here's what the whole letter's about, which is 3 months later after the proposal. I got a call from a woman that said she's been with my man for 2 years, and I've always been the side chick. She was on speakerphone, and he was there, but he did not open his mouth. Okay, so I got to thinking, how did this happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. She busted him with your number in his phone. She got his phone and called you from his phone and put it on the speaker. That's why he in the background ain't saying nothing. Because I've been in that spot before. I just went home. I was 18. Get in your car and drive off. I had to get on a bike and ride off.
But same thing. Yeah.
I left. Now, you got this call from this woman. Says she been with this man for 2 years, and I've always been the side chick. She was on speakerphone. He was there, but he did not open his mouth. He won't talk to me at all now. Well, because he busted. Yeah. Gig up. He got to stay with his girl he'd been with for 2 years. How could and did he pull all this off without me knowing? Because Shirley said you didn't do your research. And in this day and time, y'all got too many items at your fingertip. Yeah. Facebook. You can Facebook anybody. Follow their Instagram. Get on social media. Google. You can start looking up information. You can track their friends on Facebook. You can do some research. It all comes back. All these likes and stuff like that. Forensic science. It's all it took, and you wouldn't even be in this. And you're 29. I know you tech savvy. You could do this. So, ladies, all of you have the ability to explore and research. Handle your business.
Right.
Whether you have an inkling about the man or not, you should know who you're dating.
Right.
I just want closure. Men don't do closure. He with a woman. How did he pull all this off? Because you was gullible. You thought them 2 days was good enough. You ain't asked nothing about the 5 days. You just assumed in a million years he would never cheat on you. Why? Because you thought you had the magic touch? You ain't the only one who got the magic touch.
Everybody cheatable.
Get the ring appraised and sell it. That's
Oh, that little ring.
If it's real.
Oh, that little ring ain't worth nothing.
All right, thank you, Steve. Post your comments
That's
on
got
today's...
zirconia wrote all over.
This is CZ. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at steveharveyfm.com, on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Junior with Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Okay, Shirley. Tommy, it happened every year at the end of the NBA season.
What?
The same discussion comes up every year at the barbershop. I'm sick of this dude at the barbershop. The MVP. Who should be the MVP of the NBA this season?
You asking me?
Anybody got it?
Steph Curry.
MVP.
That's what I said.
Yeah, they saying
That's
Steph.
what I said. Because
Steph
now
Curry
we had an
had a
argument.
hell of a season.
He had a hell of a season. Let me just bring his stat line for you. 32 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists. He's the highest scorer. First of all, he won his second scoring title, but he's the highest scorer since Michael Jordan. Hands down. Now, why do you tell me that you think somebody we didn't even know was going to be MVP?
Who?
He talking about somebody, I don't even know if he even watched, but why is you talking about Kevin Durant need to be the MVP?
For what?
I thought he was out a lot.
He was out.
Yeah. I would say Kyrie before him.
He said there's more important things in basketball. You know, he's a converted Muslim now. And now he talking about the Palestinian thing over there, my people dying. And I was just sitting there looking at him going, well, okay, well, I got you. I feel for you and all like that. But Black Lives Matter over here got me a little tied up right now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point right there. But is it the record of the team and the player on it, or is it the person that means the most to the team determines the MVP?
Who's having the season right now that's showing out is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Period.
LeBron been out. AD been out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people been just sitting on the sideline.
Steph Curry been straight clowning.
And you know who? That's who LeBron and John Morant. They both endorsed Steph Curry for the MVP.
Hey man, now did the Lakers win that last game, Junior?
All right, Uncle. Well, actually, the Lakers and the Warriors play tonight.
Okay, well that's for the play-in.
That's for the
and they playing against Golden State.
Yeah. So we're going to find out. Now, if Steph win this game tonight, he got to be the MVP.
Who's playing though, Junior? Is AD and LeBron gonna play?
Yes, dog. Yep. Everybody, all hands.
Golden State ain't gonna win this game.
You just did all that Steph Curry, then go straight.
Oh hell
You
yeah!
just pump Curry all the way up.
They finna win it. This is last.
Just to tear him down.
I ain't telling. Oh, Steph gonna clown. Steph gonna have 35 points.
Okay.
They got nobody stop him.
All right, Junior and Steve. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll tell you about the Flaming Hot Cheetos drama surrounding Flaming Hot Cheetos. We'll tell you about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so for a decade, guys, former Frito-Lay employee Richard Montanez has told the story of inventing Flaming Hot Cheetos while working as a janitor for the company. A biopic about his life is even set to be turned into a movie soon and directed by Texas native and actress Eva Longoria. There's just one problem. Frito-Lay says the story isn't true. Montanez has tens of thousands of dollars. He's made that much money in speaking fees for appearances at major retail events and large universities where he shared his story. Now, according to the Los Angeles Times, per his own story, Montanez pitched the CEO of Frito-Lay on the concept for for Flaming Hot Cheetos while working as a janitor for the company in a facility in Rancho Cucamonga, which is a suburb in California. In Los Angeles. In a statement, Frito-Lay told the publication that the facts do not support the urban legend, and a former employee for Frito-Lay's corporate office in Plano by the name of Lynn Greenfeld is responsible for developing Flaming Hot Cheetos. Okay? So this man is just out here collecting money and just
he just
lying.
lied?
You ain't got the lie, Craig, about the
Okay.
Cheetos.
It ain't a lot of him.
Yeah, you know, when I invented Flaming Hot Cheetos as a janitor, what?
That story truly.
Good story though.
Yeah, it's a great story, right?
What'd you say, Junior? What?
Oh no, it's his true story to him.
Oh.
Yeah, when he telling that story, he all in. I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't even have these Cheetos. It wasn't for me. Flaming.
Yeah.
Man.
Kids
And you know,
love those
all the
Flamin' Hot
teenagers,
Cheetos.
all the kids, they
love those.
They
Yeah,
love them.
Flaming Hot
they're
Cheetos.
so hot.
That's no.
All the kids, all the Tasha's friends, when they come over, that's it. Flaming
Yeah.
Hot
That's what they
Cheetos.
like.
What's your
Oh,
favorite?
yeah.
What's your favorite snack or chip? What do you like?
I like them
you
sour
talking to,
cream
me?
Lays.
Oh, sour cream Lay's. Yeah,
I ain't really
that's
no
good.
chip dude. I don't care about no damn chip.
What do you like, Steve?
I like ice cream.
We talking about chips.
You don't like chips?
I don't care
We're
about
talking
no damn
chips.
I don't chips. I don't care about chips.
You don't
You
care
was
nothing about
named
the
Tater
crunch
Chip.
of a
Is
good
that
chip?
you didn't eat none?
That affected me.
Oh, because your nickname
When you
was
call
Potato
tater
Chip?
chip, why would I
Oh,
want to
because
eat it?
yeah.
No, but I mean, I just never really been a big potato chip eating guy. If I had to eat them, I don't know, salt and vinegar. But I don't
I
really
like
like.
salt and vinegar.
No,
I
that's
love
Best
chips.
potato chips I ever had was Wise Owl.
Oh.
Is that a local?
Yeah, that Wise Owl. You got to be a country boy to know about them Wise Owl potato chips.
I just know about Jay's.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Them country
But
chips.
but you did like porch skins going up.
No, they always got caught in my chest, and I was always running, eating them. You know, I was a little
Why
boy.
were
I
you
was
running?
stupid. I was on my bike, get a handful of pork skins, chew them, swallow them, get caught in your chest, but damn near have a heart attack at 9.
That was a bag
Yeah.
of a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is your face?
I'm just taking
twisted
you
up
down
like
my
that?
snack.
We going
Yeah.
down
Chronological
whole
order.
alley.
We don't like
Where
your
we
snack
going?
list.
Yeah, snack list. You know, just lost it. Don't eat potted meat no more. Been gave up spam. You know, I cut a lot of stuff loose. You know, that used to mean stuff to me. Good and Plenty wasn't worth a damn. I stopped in the airport about 15
Good
years
and
ago. Saw some
Plenty.
Good and Plenty. Grabbed a Good and Plenty. Was sitting up there on the plane with just black stuff running down the corner of my mouth because I couldn't even chew this stuff. Just taking you through some things I'm going through. That's all.
Nowadays,
Mary
never
Jane's ain't worth a
asking
damn
you
no
about
more either.
snacks.
Clearly, I can tell you that a Mary Jane ain't what it used to be. That's a little bitty piece of candy. Ain't nothing in the middle of it no damn more.
Used to could eat that till it got to the peanut butter middle. Now it ain't nothing. I don't know what that is in the middle. Just a little kernel of nut. Sawdust in the middle of your Mary Jane. It ain't nothing no more.
Steve's mad at his snacks.
We're never asking him about snacks.
But I tell you what, them Whoppers are still good, though.
Oh, from
that
Burger
come in the
King,
milk carton at Kmart. Woo!
Oh, you mean that kind of candy. All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after, right after this. Here, have a skin, Steve.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Being called to the side for an additional security screening is aggravating. We all know that. But a potential new part of the boarding process for airlines could be even more stressful. That's because the FAA is considering weighing passengers before they board a flight to make sure the plane isn't overloaded. And yes, it's mainly due to the increase in obesity in America. The last data reported by the CDC says the obesity rate in the U.S. is roughly 42.4%. That was as of 2018, and the FAA says their weight estimates are outdated. The good news is a passenger could refuse to be weighed, and no word on when this could go into effect. These are just some things they're thinking about and tossing around.
Well, they might as well not even put that scale in there if you got the option to get weighed. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody finna let you.
Ain't nobody doing that. You're not paying me to get on this plane.
You ever sat in the middle between two big people? You ever sat in the middle?
Yeah, a long time ago I did.
Yeah, man.
And her arm was on top of my arm. She was sweating. My whole sleeve was dark. I had on a blue shirt, and my left arm was navy blue.
I cannot with you.
No, that's real. That's real stuff. That's real stuff.
Today.
You ever sit next to somebody on a plane that breathe real hard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or smell. Yeah.
Or snore.
Yeah. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What is going on? Here we go again. Yesterday, the district attorney says the North Carolina deputies who fatally shot Andrew Brown Jr. were justified and will not be criminally charged. The State Bureau of Investigation found that Brown recklessly drove at the officers on the scene while trying to flee arrest. District Attorney Andrew Womble said Mr. Brown's death, while tragic, was justified because Mr. Brown's actions caused 3 deputies to reasonably believe it was necessary to use deadly force to protect themselves and others. His legal conclusion was labeled as an insult to the Brown family, and the family attorneys, Benjamin Crump and Bakari Sellers, issued a statement saying, in part, that the DA tried to whitewash the killing.
No.
They executed him.
No.
Yeah.
Of course it's not unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Here
But
we
you
go
know,
again.
it's I mean, we take a step forward with the George Floyd case, and then we get a reminder. Now, I don't know all of the particulars.
Right, and we haven't seen
But when
all
Bakari Sellers and Crump look into something, there's something going on.
Right.
I just don't understand how they come to the conclusion. Normally these investigations take a lot longer. This one hasn't been long at all.
For them to release the tape. Remember? I mean, it took them forever.
The family
to do
only
that.
saw 20 seconds of the
20
tape at
a
first.
Snippet. Right.
Yeah. Then they demanded to see the entire tape, and then they saw that, and then now the prosecution yesterday announced that there would be no charges against the deputies. I mean, this is horrible how they
were
killed
justified.
him.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times, when for a case to get brought up by the prosecution, they oftentimes work hand in hand with the detectives and the police.
Right, right.
Because it's, hey, look, you don't have enough for a case here, you need more. Or, hey, look, I got this, I need this. And a lot of times it's hand in hand. So when you have these buddy system packs in place, it's hard to get charges brought against an officer. And but here's my on ongoing problem.
Okay.
This never, ever happens to a white person.
Never ever,
Right.
Steve.
It
Right.
always and only happens to black people.
Mm-hmm.
White people flee officers all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time, Steve.
They do.
Yep.
Cuss 'em
I
out,
see
then
it
pull
all
off.
the time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Refuse to
Try
get
to
out
fight
of the
them.
car.
Resisting
All kinds of
arrest.
stuff. Yeah.
All of that.
Oh, yeah.
Get your hands off me.
Yep.
Perfect line.
Yep.
Man.
You were so right, Steve.
Coming up, it is our last break of the day, and at 49 minutes after the hour, Steve will also have his famous closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys, our last break of the day on this Wednesday, Hump Day.
Yeah.
And it's been a good day.
Yeah, really good.
Been real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Midweek.
There's a lot happening. I'm 54 now.
How you feel? Day after.
Tired.
You
Tired.
feel tired?
Just tired.
You know, he said he ran 5.4 miles.
Yeah, I ran 5.4 miles yesterday morning.
That was
I'm finna get off
stupid.
this radio and go lay my behind down. That's what I'm finna do.
Wow.
I'm not finna try nothing else crazy. I shouldn't have tried that.
What made you get up and say I'm going to run 5 miles on my 54th birthday? What made you
I
say
just said I'm 54. Let me run 5.4.
He said-
Oh, the
like-
5 and the 4.
He said he
Gotcha.
don't normally say he's stupid, but he said he thought of something.
He said
real
it today.
stupid.
I actually
He said-
did something stupid.
No. Don't say it like it's new.
Yeah, it's no surprise to us.
I did something stupid. I mean,
No,
it's not
this
that
is
often now.
No. It's the first time you're admitting to it. Most of your stuff, you don't even know it. That's the shocking part.
Yeah.
This is normal behavior.
But anyway, trying to stay healthy though. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and that's a good thing that you have.
Why don't
your
you?
health.
Why instead of running your age, why don't you run your height?
Oh God, I'm leaving.
That'll be a
That's
quick
further.
run.
I'm 5'10". That's further.
What? Your doctor told your ass
It's
you
funnier
wasn't
though. It
5'10".
is truly funnier.
Your doctor told you your little ass was 5'9". Told you.
He sure did say that.
Yeah.
I told y'all about that checkup, Carla. Shirley. We ain't got the checkup. They weigh you. Then he said, "Get on up there." I said, "I ain't got to get up there. I'm 5'10". No. We got to make sure we measure you though. Come on, get up there now.
Get your height.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Yeah, he measured my height. He said, "You say you what now?" I say, "I'm 5'10". I think I'm 5'10 and a half, to be honest with you. He said, "You ain't no damn 5'10" nothing.
The doctor said
5'9" and a quarter look like what I'm looking for." I was like,
He said, I like your confidence, Tommy. I'm 5'10" and a half, to be honest with you.
Why
man,
did
all the nurses is chuckling at me. I said, "I'll be damned."
why don't you have him measure how high your butt was? Probably could have picked up a little bit.
Since it was a
Got a little
physical
bit.
or wellness.
You got that high butt, so that might have
Whatever.
got you where you needed to be.
I didn't know
it's
my
all
butt
good.
was
You
going
just
to be the closing remarks.
No, I'm really not. We did a nice Tommy story yesterday, so we ain't got to do that.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was
great.
really good.
So whose birthday is next? Yeah, Tommy, who's next? Junior or Shirley?
Junior.
Steve is first,
Yes.
and then
You.
when is yours, Carla?
October.
Junior and I have a
October
July.
13th.
Yeah,
And don't
Shirley,
ever
July.
ask me that again. I'm going to need you to know it.
You win, Junior.
I think I'm next, man, but that ain't till July. So.
You're July 18th. I'm July.
Yeah, July 18th. And
Oh, okay.
10 days after.
Junior then Shirley.
July 18th. Is that Winter's birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Junior and Winton, your son, born on the same day. That's cool.
Oh.
How old will Winton be this year, Steve?
Wouldn't be 24, man.
Oh, man.
Winter be 24 this year.
I'm not Winton.
That's one of my
Amazing.
great accomplishments is Winton, man.
Yeah. He's so cool. He looks
My
just like
dude.
you.
I got some really good kids,
Yes, you do.
but
Yes, you do.
Winton's one of my great accomplishments. Brandon and Carly doing real good too. I sent them a text the other day, told them how proud I was of them as young women.
Aw, I love the twins.
I popped in on their twin talk.
I saw it. I saw it on social media. You popped in. I saw that. That was cool.
You know.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask y'all a question. When do the kids start being ungrateful? Because I think my nephew is at that phase.
When do they what?
Start being ungrateful. Yeah,
Stop.
I think he's at
Start being ungrateful.
What age is that? Because I think he at that age.
Some of them begin at 30.
What?
I think it's in the teens.
Yeah,
I think it's in the
18.
teens too.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you why. His prom was last weekend.
Okay.
You know, his prom was last weekend. I rented a limo for this fool for about 7 miles. I ain't got a call a thank you yet.
See right there.
Get used to it.
That's why I said it must just be start.
Yeah, but you have to tell them. You have to tell them certain things.
Yeah.
And let them
Hey,
know.
dog. And then they have relapses.
Mm-hmm. They sure do.
Meaning, what do you mean, Steve?
You know, they can be okay through their teens, had a moment, get all right, and then get unright again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a cycle.
I can't. I got 7 kids. I've seen
continuous
all the cycles. All the cycles. I got one going on right now, boy. It's just a matter of time before I say, okay, enough of this here.
I'm sick of. He sent me all the pictures of him posing in the car, but don't say thank you for it.
Well, you need to tell him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
talk to him.
seriously have to tell him, Junior.
And if you don't feel like talking, Junior, suplex.
That's an option.
Right in the throat. Right there.
Didn't say you're welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Wow.
You do have
Right
to tell
in the
them.
throat.
yeah.
So they won't take you for granted because they will
No, I
take
think
you
that's
for
what it is.
granted. They're entitled. These kids are entitled. So a lot of them
I just
are.
got him one for a party bus for his birthday just 2 months ago. Nothing.
Well, see, but
you
here
have
what you
to-
do. See,
you repeat
what?
the behavior.
Yeah, there you go. See, stop.
It's our fault.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we wanna
y'all
talk
have a
about
great
God.
day, y'all. Enjoy yourself. Talk to God. Don't worry about ungrateful people.
Your kids.
Because,
Just
you know,
don't you be ungrateful.
the Bible says pride cometh before a fall. And it ain't never lied. So just sit tight. Y'all have a great one.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.